Right, so today we're off to Tamworth again. Sun's a bit bright, to be fair. Get back to Tamworth. I now know the Isuzu's out, but I'm not sure what else is out really. So what the plan is, go meet them at Tamworth Services, and well, we'll see who's going to turn up really. So I need to get some fuel. I've checked the oil, checked the water. I think we're good to go for today, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have no problems. Right, for the first stop, get a bit of fuel, get some monsters, and then head down and see how we get on really. Right, okay, so we're fueled up, got our monsters, and it's what, hour drive now, so we'll meet the rest of them. Be alright to be fair? Right, okay, so we made it to Tamworth Services. Tighten the bush wires. Now we've just got to wait for everyone else to go, and then we'll head off. Right, it's a bit bright. I don't know if it's just this camera lens or what, or I'm not sure. Anyway, we're in the first lane. Right, it's a bit bright. I don't know if it's just this camera lens or what, or I'm not sure. Anyway, we're in the first lane. I think we're all deciding who's going first or whatever, and yeah, salt, is this one called? So I'm not too sure, I'll get it all info eventually. Oh my god, okay, so it's pure dust. It's been quite dry, but it's been wet as well. I was hoping it would have been wetter than it is. Now it feels like a right safari. Secure the camera somewhere really, get some good shots. Oh my god. Thank God for the bush wires, that's all I can say. Try and get some footage outside and stuff, as much as I can. Well, obviously I've got to keep control of the vehicle. My arm. So it's too pussy to do this. So what we're going to do is go a little bit further up. It's not the best for filming this. I left my phone in, but here we go. No problem with that. No problem at all. I'll give it a go now, I think.
Just that window, that bush is not doing that.
Right, so I've been attacked by fawns. That was the first obstacle done. I've lost my side repeater. It's not too bad. It's a good start, I think. Let's see how this gets on. It's been attacked by the fawns. I'm in a lot of pain, really. Yeah, here we go. dear. Oh. Ooh. Probably the next part, I think that's even worse, even deeper. Right, so I don't think we're idiotic enough to throw it into this here. It's just not worth it. But they seem to be getting on right there. See if I can get some good shots. I'll come a little bit closer.
Come on. Okay. Hold on. Cheers. Yeah. Stop recording.
It's not too bad of a lane, this really. It's there's a few bushes. You have to ignore all the rattling around. I've decided to put everything on the back seats, so my toolbox and jumping about, but better to have the toolbox there, really, it's handy. So yeah, there's a couple of obstacles and stuff. I find it's quite technical, but it's okay. So look at that there, look at that. Probably can't see much with it being directly on top, but I'm giving it a go. I need to get some GoPros and stuff for the better angles. Got the windows open, and so far we've got a whole jungle inside with us. Right. Jesus. Throwing me about. Oh, that's a bit of a drop there. Interesting, interesting. Let's see how they manage that. I might just throw the camera back up in the air. They got through no problem. Start turn now, I suppose. Oh, that bit's a bit of a drop there. That's going to be interesting. It's going to drop in. There we go, the back end's out. That's what I was waiting for. And it crisscrosses that side. Oh, sounds worse than it is. It's okay. Oh. Yeah, so we're on the second lane now, slowly trundling along as we do, and basically we're just taking our time, and oh, there we go. It's a little bit different to the other one. Wow, they look quite similar, to be fair, but so we have to go a bit slower over these ones. The bumps are a bit more extreme. The other one was a bit more flatter, I've noticed, but boy, it's still just as bad with the scratchy bushes. Right, okay, so we've got a bit of directions for the rest of the routes. It's quite hard to remember where to go and what order. Might have a bit of a drive to go now. So yeah, well, the zoo's here, quite across zoo. We're going past that. So yeah, I'll catch back when we actually figure out where we're going properly. Right, I believe we're literally right next to the next one now. What do you call it? Go through this nice little area, and then I think it like leads directly into it, if I remember correctly. Like the road ends, and then it just carries on off road, all of it really. There we go. Look, start of the next one. Let's try and remember which way we've done so we can plot a good route next time. See if we can get, there's no trees actually, so we'll get some aerial footage quickly. So the only downside to this is you can get footage of everyone apart from myself, unless you want footage at the top of it, which clearly you don't. This is pretty tame really, considering how bad planes can get. Steady overall. So I just winched him out, and he's had to go another go, but he's got stuck, so he's going to need to push this time. What's your plan? Oh dear. Oh God.
Back in there, Phil.
There we go.
Bit more of this sort of stuff, I think. Oh, that was a solid tree, that was. Looks a bit bright on the screen, but it's better. Tiring that is, winching people out and stuff. Good job we put the camera back in. I had to move the camera because the camera was actually attached to the winch. I was hoping we didn't have to use it, but I'm sort of glad we did as well. It's always good fun. The cows all along there. Nice to see them. They're not bothered by us. Slowly. Yeah, the thing is with some of these lanes, it's weird. You're going along, the next thing you know, you're going through a farmer's yard and stuff. It's got to be respectful as you go through. There's usually no problems. Right, so a little stop to the milkshake vending machine sort of thing. A little break from after that ordeal.